Hello, welcome to a random stitcher and welcome to another stitch with me. And this is the first in my little Scandinavian challenge. And Wednesday in my flush tube, I chose Sweden for this week's country, and the wheel chose 400 stitches. Yeah, to this week is 400 stitches. And I actually went with this. This is, yeah, to me, it looks like a Viking boat on the top there and a moose. And since the moose is really connected to Sweden, I chose this one for this week. I still don't know what for next week, but there's a little over 500 stitches in it. So I thought it was very suitable. So yeah, I have a lot of things to talk about today. We are going to talk a little bit about Swedish cross-stitching history. Not a lot, but I did find a little bit. And then we are going to talk about some personal stuff. So yeah, I hope you will join me in today's stitching. You don't have to stitch on anything Scandinavian or anything related to this challenge. You can stitch on whatever you feel like. I'll record from, filming down, and there will be a voiceover since I am still a little bit, I'm much better now than I was last week, but there's still a little bit, so to not stress myself out because this is counted, so it'll be easier for me to a voiceover. Yeah, let's go. Welcome to a random stitcher. So let's begin the stitching. This particular cross stitch project is a pattern that when I was kind of tidying up in my room and also preparing for the stamp cross stitch parade, I stumbled upon this pattern, and I just immediately thought it could be something for the Scandinavian challenge. And I have searched and searched and searched on my tablet, on my phone, see if I can find a PDF pattern, because I believe it was something I purchased as a PDF pattern, but I simply cannot find it anywhere. So I decided that I actually wanted to go with the Viking boat and stitch that for this today's Sweden. But it turned out I couldn't upload the pattern, the Viking boat, Draka boat, to Pattern Keeper, and I couldn't upload it either to Markup RXP. So I was left to, if I wanted to stitch that, it was from a paper pattern, and I just didn't feel like that at the time. So I decided I'm going to create the moose, this project here. I decided to create that myself in a program. So I did that. So this pattern you see here is what I created myself from that picture. And it was not very difficult, really. So there is about 500, a little over 500 stitches in this. And this week we are stitching 400. So yeah, it's actually very fine. I think that I will be able to finish this little cute pattern. I really think it's a cute pattern. So I think that I will be able to finish this this week. So that's fine. The fabric I'm using is a 14 count Ada. I cannot remember where it's from, but 14 count. And this pattern has only 3 colors. I decided on a green one, 936, and the dark brown is 898. And then I have the a kind of a brownish, lighter brown that is, I believe, 434. So only 3 colors in this one. So yeah, I will talk about facts and stuff from Sweden, from the a little bit from the history of cross stitch, but I must admit, there was so much information out there, and from sources that some of them said different things, and yeah, I only have so much time, so I try to drag out a little bit of facts from the history of cross stitch. So yeah, and we're also going to talk a little bit about personal stuff, how my week has been, and also my struggle with bipolar and the channel and stuff, the things I have been talking a little bit about. So yeah, let's go. And let's start with the Sweden Scandinavian challenge. And this week, as I said, it is Sweden. And we are stitching 400 stitches on that this week. Sweden, 10.5 million citizens. It covers almost 500,000 of square kilometers. It is the third biggest country in Europe. The capital is Stockholm, with a little under 1 million citizens. National animal is Eurasian elk, which is a moose. National flower, little bluebell. National bird, blackbird. Colors of the flag, blue and yellow. Colors that was often used in early works was black, red, blue, white. So embroidery, cross-stitch in Sweden became popular in the 16th century and was, kind of still is, called twistsöm. I read somewhere that it was maybe referring to the type of fabric used, but I'm not sure about that. The tradition motifs, they often stitch crosses and church motifs, so kind of religious theme. They used it for decoration on finer clothes. Also, they did cushions with farm animals or animals that has religious meaning. They also did stars, stylized flowers, birds, and geometrical borders. They also did big embroidery wall pieces like tapestries, and they used them to hang in their home, and they kind of both served a decoration purpose as well as to actually help keeping the house warm. So they were often very big pieces, and those were also often hung in churches. The finer items often had beads in the cross-stitch motifs. It was considered a luxury cross-stitch. Poor people used mostly handmade, rough fabric and stitched church motifs or regional motifs. They also sometimes decorated bed covers, and their clothes often... Sorry, I'm reading. That's why I got distracted. And they also decorated their finer clothes that they used when they're going to church. Often in the poor, I don't know if you could call it poor family, but not wealthy anyway, when they used the rough fabric, they often made themselves. They often stitched only one color. But the wealthy people, they often use silk, gold, silver thread, and they used it for cloth decoration, beautiful dresses, and they also used it in home decoration, like beautiful table covers and bed covers and wall pieces. Later on, samplers were often used as a way to teach children to sew. Way early was they found early find from Vikings, actually, where they found metal that was sewed on as a decoration. It was not actually cross-stitched, but kind of. So that was what I could dig up around about Sweden. I would say that I think both Norway, Sweden, and Denmark has a lot of history in common when it comes to a lot of things, and including cross stitch. It found its way kind of at the same time from Europe to Scandinavia, and spread like that. We kind of origin from the same, so our culture is not the same now, but originally we kind of started, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but originally we probably have the same things from the Vikings and that era. So yeah, cross stitch is a little bit similar and started out in the same time, but it soon became more different due to how the country's culture developed. So traditions and cultures, it developed differently throughout the years, throughout the centuries from Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. So that's why it became different throughout the centuries. But yeah, in the beginning, it was quite similar to the way it was in Sweden and Denmark. So yeah, that was that, I think. I also want to say thank you for joining the event. I know for a lot of you that is American, this maybe feels a little bit crazy, but I just thought it could be fun to, because I am Danish, and to kind of figure out how things were and how it all started. So let's move over to how my week has been. Yeah. So as some of you know, I had kind of a meltdown last week. My bipolar really started to kick in, and I had some rough days there. Started to feel a little bit better over the weekend. My husband and I took a lot of walks, and we really talked a lot, and we decided, I think it was Saturday, maybe it was Sunday, we decided to go to a nature area where we often go to. It's really our go-to place. And we hiked 10 kilometers. The problem is out there that over the last year, or maybe 2 now, it's becoming more and more a wet area. And there's a big lake, they call it 7-year lake. And every 7th year, it will get full of water. The problem was, because of all the rain we have gotten over the last years, it was kind of flooded the area. A lot of the area is flooded. So we thought that since it hasn't been that bad for a couple of months now, maybe it would have dried out just a little bit, at least so that we could get through the middle area where it was worst last year. So we took a route that we usually before, a couple of years ago, over the last, 3, 4, 5 years, it's a route we usually have taken. So we thought, let's try. At first it seemed good, but then all of a sudden we found ourselves had to take a detour over a big hill, and I mean a big hill. It was the highest hill of all of it. Okay, there was a very beautiful view over the area, but I tell you, it was kind of a climb. I felt like I was climbing a mountain or something. Finally, we made it up, and then we had to go down. It's very steep, and I was just saying to my husband, I don't know, I'm very afraid now, afraid of falling, and to myself, I just thought, this hike today is going to end bad. We are going to break a leg or something. But we made it down, and then the path kind of went on, and all of a sudden we found ourselves surrounded by water. We discussed if we should go back and get over that big hill once again. And I said, no, I don't want to go up there, because I was really scared. So we decided, okay, let's go left, and it seemed like the path continued to the left. So, and we were like, we could see the top of a kind of a road a path where we usually sit on a bench, and we could see the bench, and we could see there was no water up there, and we couldn't see actually more than just that. And where we were right now, the area in between, we couldn't see because of small hills and stuff. And so we were just we were hoping that actually there would be no water there. So we continued this small, very narrow path, and all of a sudden it just ended, and it was like a river in front of us. We could see that it wasn't that high water, because we could see some of those tall grasses sticking up underwater. So I was convinced that the water would not be that high, maybe up to our knees, but not above that. So we were just talking, should we go back, take that very, very hard route again over the hill, and it was very difficult terrain, and trying to get around the water. And we just looked at each other. No, let's go. We could see that crossing the river, it was not that far. That it was not, I don't know, 20 meters or something, and then we would be on land, and we could make it safely up to the bench where we were sitting often before. And it was a table and a bench where we could sit, and from there on we knew it was not wet. I'm sorry if my English is bad today. I'm a little bit tired actually. So we decided, let's just go. My husband said, should I lead? And I said, yes, please. So, and I actually recorded him because that's apparently what you do nowadays when you find yourself in difficult situation. You just record it. So I actually recorded him trying to get through the water, and let me put it on the screen. It was a very cold experience, I would say, cold and wet. At one point I tripped. I fell in a hole that I didn't see, and I had to use all the strength I have to not, plunge in the water completely. I managed to keep myself on feet, but I did get water up to my hips. So I was just soaking wet. My husband also was soaking wet, but only up to his knees. We made it over. I tell you, we were just so wet. Oddly enough, I really wasn't that cold. I mean, the water was cold, yeah, but we made it up to the top of the path where it was dry, and started to walk towards our car. And I think we had 2 kilometers walk from there. And my husband quickly became cold in his feet, became cold because his boots were watertight, and the water that had come down from the top of his boot, it was still in his around his feet. There was water all around his feet, so it became cold. My shoes were very old. I didn't take my hiking boots. I went with shoes, and I was very happy that I did, because they were not waterproof. The water just was pushed out where every time I took a step. So I have wet socks, of course, but I wasn't cold on my feet because it was just water was just pushed out every time I took a step. So, but man, my legs were cold because I was wet all up to my hips. So, and I have jeans on, and it was cold. That was quite the experience. And I tell you, we just laughed the 2 kilometers to our car. We just laughed every time we thought about it, and all, spontaneously, I just burst into laugh, because I just imagine what people would have thought if they had seen us 2 idiots just, I don't know, trying to get through a river almost. Man, it was crazy. But it was fun. It was very fun. I still laugh about it sometimes when I think about it. So, yeah. Over the week, I think over the weekend, I started to feel better, and also because we had some talks about stuff, and I felt more calm, and I'm still in the process of increasing my exercise. I still try to get my weight down. It seems it is much harder now than it was when I was 30 years old, 20 years old. Back then I was just, I want to lose weight, and bang, 5 kilos were off. But now, not so much. It takes time, and I just try to change a little bit in my diet, and it's not easy. No, it's really not, because I've created some very stupid habits, but I do my best, and every day I try to get in a 1 hour walk and try to eat better and try to sleep better, but I have been sleeping very bad. My head starts to my brain seems that it's going to wake up whenever I want to lay down and sleep. So that's very interesting and very entertaining that it just starts to find weird stuff that it feels that I should be thinking about, apparently. So yeah, sleep, not good. Monday, I'm just finding my calendar here. So Monday, I had just want to say thank you for your vote on the Daily 50. It was Summer Bunny that won, and I started her on Saturday, the 1st, Summer Bunny. Sunday I was supposed to stitch on Valentine Bear, but I was just feeling it at all, so I haven't started that. I stitched also on Summer Bunny on Monday. I cannot remember what I stitched on Monday. But Tuesday, my friend and I were going, we had bought ticket to kind of a ladies' night. It was in a big second-hand store. They kind of arranged something with get a glass of wine and a goodie bag, and kind of a couple of hours where you could spend it with your friends, or maybe your daughter or your mom, or only for ladies. So we decided to go, but she unfortunately got sick. So I was just, should I go there alone or what? I could invite some other one, but I was not very social at the time. So my husband drove me out there. So I was just there for a little while. I did find a couple of cross-stitch fabric that I purchased. One of them is a fabric I have never seen before. You probably know what it is. I don't, but I will show you at one point. But then I also found a piece of, I think, Ada. Nice ones. So, and affordable, very affordable, so that's fine. But yeah, I kind of quickly got bored with being there. So I went up there, and they served a glass of wine. So I got that. And then I just took my goodie bag, which had shampoo and conditioner, and there was some gift card for a food, for a restaurant, kind of, for you could get some, I don't know what it was, snacks. It was, I don't know what it is, but I haven't really looked at it, but there was some gift cards in, and some candy, and very nice. I don't know, it's just my husband came to pick me up again, and I don't know, it's just not as fun going to events like that alone, especially when you have planned to go with a friend. So that day I also sorted out the big pile I had left on my floor with the stamp cross stitch from my video. Monday I did the video with the stamp one. It took a whole day, so maybe that's why I didn't stitch that much that day, because it was really it was a long video, and I was very tired afterwards, and there was a lot of editing, so it took a long time. But I did sort it out, and I feel like I have gotten kind of a system now where I have all the brand Spring in one container, and then I have the Joy Sunday together, and then I have the other one, 11 counts from I can't remember the names of the brands, but I kind of sorted them out in brands, so that I think that would work. Wednesday, I did the unboxing video, floss tube video, and that day I stitched on. I don't think I actually stitched very much on that. I think I did. I actually think I stitched on the parrot, the stand one that I chose, and that was picked by the wheel in my video. So I stitched on the parrot. I remember that. So yesterday, Thursday, I took Albert along on a longer walk. It was 6 kilometers, so that's not long, but for him, he's just a small little dog. It was long, and he was tired afterwards, but he enjoyed it the whole way, it seems. He was very happy and did his business, and it was a nice day. The weather was actually very good. We had a couple of days with sunshine and blue sky. So beautiful weather, and I can really feel it when I'm out walking, how the birds are kind of being in spring mood. It seems they are chirping a lot more and kind of more active now. So it's very nice. It's very nice. I don't think it will be long before we get larks here, and I just love the sound of the larks over fields, and when you're going in nature, just hearing that sound of the male larks. I love that sound, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so today we are just staying at home. I think I will be editing this video, and then we're just going grocery shopping, I think. And tomorrow we are actually participating in a longer hike. It's I don't know what is the word in English, but it's kind of a walking association that has some walks you can participate in, and they mark up a certain route, and you can choose between 5 kilometers, 11 kilometers, 17, 20, 25. So there's a lot of options, however much you can. So you can pick, and we have picked 11 kilometers because that's, I think, where we are at the moment. So we are going there tomorrow. My son has volunteered to take care of Albert while we are gone. So we don't have to also go with him for a walk before we go. So that's nice. He loves it over there. I think my son's, my daughter-in-law is almost his mom number 2. So yeah, one of those. He has a couple. That is nice. They love him, and how could they not? Because he's very cute. Yeah. Let me see what I have written here. I think I need to pause it a little bit. Yeah. But generally, I feel that I am better now. I'm still not completely there. I think I feel still a little bit tired. Probably because I'm sleeping very bad. But I feel that it is my mood. I don't feel that I am in that mixed feeling anymore of manic and depression with my bipolar. I think I'm more myself again, kind of. So that's good. But I think I will leave it with that and just quickly say thank you so much for all your comments. I did try to comment your comments, respond to your comments. I tried yesterday. I kind of tried to have one day where I reply. That was the word, reply to your comments. But I think there's around 50 comments or something in the one video, and that was in total with some of my replies, but I don't know, maybe 30 or something. And yesterday I was just tired, so so I'm sorry if you haven't got any reply. I will try and look at it again this weekend and reply. Because I love to reply. I feel that you should reply. And it's not only like you should, but I think I want to. I feel that I really want to reply to your comments because that is what we are. We are a community. See, I think I will talk a little bit about the channel and stuff. Yeah. There will be some changes because I will give myself more permission to do the things I just feel like instead of being hung up on a certain schedule and routine and stuff. So far I'm enjoying it. Wednesday I spun the wheel and it picked some projects for me, and I feel much more freedom in that I can pick. And also, if I want to pick something outside of the wheel, I can. It's just a help. It kind of suggests 6 projects from Monday to Friday that I can work on. But if I just sit Saturday morning and feel I want to do this, then I can. It's not like written in concrete that this is all you can stitch on. No, it's just kind of a help. It just suggests things that I can stitch on. So, but what is written in concrete is my daily 50 and my TV project. And I can tell you that I'm so happy you picked the Summer Bunny because I might get to finish it this month. I might. I'm not sure yet, but it was picked for me to work on this weekend. So, and that means I can get extra stitches in, and I might pick it again and see if I can finish it this month. It could be nice. For the TV project, I thank you so much for your votes. There's been a lot that has voted. The majority of you voted for the Flower Bunny. And there were some of you who really nailed it when you said that you could hear in my voice and see in my eyes. Yeah, you're spot on. So that is going to be my TV project whenever I finish the Snow Hill Monastery, and I will finish it probably this weekend, hopefully. And the runner-up to Flower Bunny was the Parrot and Owl, and I have chosen to put in Parrot in my wheel so that I can pick that. So yeah, thank you so much for your vote, and I just knew that I could rely on you to help me out, and thank you for being there. Yeah. So I think that was it for this time. I hope you enjoyed the stitch with me, and yeah, as I said, if you want to jump in with this Scandinavian challenge, you can pop over to Facebook. My Facebook group is called A Random Stitcher, and in the little tab called Event, there is the Scandinavian Challenge event. And if you can join anytime you wish. And yeah, you can still pick your project for Sweden. But next Wednesday, I will pick a new country and a new number for stitches that week. And the week after, the last country. So yeah, you can still do it. You can join anytime you like. And these stitch with me is not required for you to be a part of the challenge or anything. You can just stitch along with whatever you want to. So yeah, thank you so much for watching today and listening to my babble. I don't know how much sense it will make because I am tired. I haven't slept much this night. My brain was not willing to go to sleep. So yeah, I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I will speak to you again next week. So take care and happy stitching. Bye bye.